How we doing, Jim Punk? What's good? John, welcome, man. Welcome. We got, yeah, we have got microphone. We have got microphone. What a day. What a day, man. How are we, chat? How are we? Bit of a weird video gone up this morning. Bit of a weird stream going up today, but I feel like it's something we need to quite clearly talk about, as this is potentially something that will not involve me per se, but I think it was something that impacts me greatly going forward. So I've seen a lot of people do a lot of coverage on this. I've seen Pips' stream this morning. I was watching Clay's live stream last night. Salty podcast. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. The fact that we're actually having to have this conversation is actually baffling to me. Why did they ban Buzz and Thornton? Thornton's not a propaganda commander, dude. The ramifications are massive for all the propaganda commanders and even normal creators. Yeah, massively. That's the only reason why I'm approaching it. I've had a lot of DMs this morning, a lot of DMs asking me my thoughts on things, asking me my opinion. We obviously did the video this morning where we brought light to the situation, but I didn't really give my opinion on it. But I've been speaking to Buzz all morning and all of last night, to be fair. It's crazy. What did he actually get banned from? What is a propaganda commander thingy? We're going to go over it all today. I'm just going to literally let this load up for people to get in quickly. I saw that video this morning. Wonder how it will continue. Well, all I can say is the propaganda commanders aren't happy. Or the OGs. It's inflated quite a lot right now. Like the propaganda commanders have, as an overall, it's been bloated out so that there's a lot of people. So it's a lot. Yo, how we doing, Pardo? I've reached out to Buzz and gave him my support. He messaged me back and thanked me for my support. Yeah, man, I feel for the dude, man. I feel for the dude because it must feel like you've just been targeted for nothing. And he's a really good friend of mine, and it makes me feel awful. Absolutely makes me feel awful. Just for those of you guys who don't obviously know, like I've known Buzz for the last 7 years, give or take. 7 years. I've known him for years upon years upon years, man. He's one of my oldest YouTube friends. I've never met a guy so nice in all of my life. He's literally your general vibe of unk mentality. This one has baffled me and it's pissed me off. And I think that seeing a lot of the propaganda commanders having the same thought as I did, I feel like I'm not the only one in saying that we've probably had enough now. It's a collection of content creators that Arrowhead dubbed as probably better content than most. You know what I mean?
His ban will create the rise of the buzz divers. But I hope they undo their decision.
I really thank you so much for the 5, man. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I hope that they take it back. I hope that they do. I think that they should. We'll be explaining the situation. Yeah, we're going to watch Buzz's video, and I'm going to show you exactly what it was that's happened. Arrowhead have got to say something about this. We're not gonna. We're not going to give them the option not to. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand how we can have certain people in the propaganda commanders after the year that we've had, and Buzz is the one that has to fall on the sword. It just doesn't fall right with me, man. And I've got to stick by my morals, and I've got to stick by what I believe in, and leading a basis of Buzz leading the way of making sure that we, as people, stand by what we believe in. I feel like it would be a disservice if I didn't do it. You know what I mean? Oh, right. All right, so we're just going to give you guys a quick lowdown. We've got about 100 people in here. Thank you so much for being here, man. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We're going to give you guys a bit of a lowdown of what it is that's happened. This video will break it all down, and we'll get into it. And this video has had so much support from so many people in the community as far as creators. It actually makes me really proud to be a part of the creator community today. And I don't understand it. Buzz has been removed from the propaganda commanders. For those of you guys who don't know what the propaganda commanders are, earlier on this year, Arrowhead recruited a bunch of Helldivers 2 content creators, the primary core group of people that covered it all of the time. People like myself, Lieutenant Buzz Lightbeer, Crazy Mr. Pips, Glitch Unlimited. We had Clay Aesthetics, Thick Fillet, the Super Earth Salute Lads, Background Gaming, Takibo, Odo, so many of us, but the ones that you guys will know the names of, okay? Like the primary creators. I know that sounds really egotistical, but you're kind of going to have to bear with me. The primary creators that are pretty much known for Helldivers 2. The core group that supported the game, whether it was in a good state or in a bad state. We gave good constructive criticism, but then we also said when things were amazing, and we've kind of followed the game over the previous 15 to 16 months, okay? Now, what happened next was that they sent us out to Sweden as sort of like a welcoming party for the 1-year anniversary. We went over there. We spent a load of time with all of the creators. I got to know people like personally on a personal level, people like Arrowhead, the staff, the development team, the creators, Craig Lee Thomas, some people from Sony. It was great. Absolutely fabulous. Okay. You fast forward to this point and it feels... this situation right now makes it feel like it's just turned all corpo. Like, what the fuck is going on? He posted up a screenshot. We'll dive into this. We'll dive into this. Is Dirch Butters not a propaganda commander? His podcast commander? He's not a propaganda commander, no, but they should be, in my personal opinion. I don't know if you can share this, but there's no fiscal thing other than exposure for being a propaganda commander, is there? Obviously, we're the first protocol with Helldivers, so they provide us with a war bond. They unlock it when we get it. So as soon as it drops, we have access to everything so that we can generate content and help you guys make a decision as to whether to buy a war bond or not. And obviously, they do that free of charge, so we don't have to pay for the war bonds. They provide it to us. So like, I am grateful for that. It makes content a lot easier, although not a necessity. I really don't care for it. I've got money. I can buy my own fucking war bond. But yeah, anyway, we're going to dive into Buzz's video. I would recommend giving it a watch yourself as well, because I want Buzz to get as much exposure from this as possible, because he should, and it's the right thing. But we're gonna take a look now.
Yeah, so I was preparing a Helldivers video for today about the grunt style versus player power fantasy expectations we had at launch. I had slides mostly prepared, clips from Johan talking about what Arrowhead's vision.
Can we just make sure, for the mods that are in the chat for me now, Cthulhu, Pardo, if you don't mind, when people say something about Thornton being in the propaganda commanders, can we make sure we reiterate that Thornton is not a propaganda commander? Thornton actually has nothing to do with any of this. Okay, nothing to do with any of this. I don't want him to take anything away from this one. Thornton is nothing to do with anything in this situation.
Was for the game, and at least in my mind, this was going to be a banging video. And
Thank
then
you, lads.
I got banned. Well, mostly banned. So, of course, I had to table all of that concept and move over to this one. In case you want to help support the channel, the easiest way is to hit subscribe and to ring the notifications bell to receive.
If you haven't already, you do all need to go and sub to him. We also won't have that either, Lewis. I'm sorry, man. I'm not that guy. I'm really not. I understand the premise, but I'm not here to spread hate. We're here to spread info. Okay. I just want to throw that one out there. That's my morals kicking in. We're just here to spread info. We're not here to spread hate. I don't endorse it at all. Okay.
My latest upload alerts. And now let's dive into what just happened.
He says just happened. It did just happen. Like, Buzz was hot on the fucking mic with this one.
Okay, as many of you know, maybe you don't know, I, along with a small group of Helldivers content creators, were invited over to Arrowhead's headquarters to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the game's launch. And overall, this was a pretty awesome trip.
Was great.
In February...
Fun fact, I was actually stood with my arm around his shoulder when he was taking this photo. Just a little fun fact. Me and Buzz were technically hugging at the point of this photo being taken. It was so funny.
Stockholm is downright freezing, especially for this Florida boy. Now, while there, we got to test out some new content, which you now have in the live game.
Yeah.
We met many of the developers and staff over at Arrowhead, and even Craig Lee Thomas, aka
Legend.
John Helldivers,
Guy was a legend.
by to welcome.
This dude was actually really, really nice as well. I've spoken to Craig Lee Thomas since that day. And he's actually like the nicest dude ever. He's a true gamer. He's a real person. Like, he's actually got such a kind heart. It's insane.
I also got to meet some crazy talented creators like Takibo, Commissar Kai, Thick Filet, Clay Aesthetics, Cloud Plays,
W Buzz, man. W Buzz.
Odo, Background Gaming, Maplewood, Crazy Mr. Pips, and a couple of the crew from Super Earth Salutes. And from there, we were all dubbed the Propaganda Commanders. And
sorry to keep pausing this. Jin Kazama, I'm butchering your name. Unfortunately, I think you are right. I think even if they do revert this, it's going to stick a stain on the name of Propaganda Commanders. It's gonna really stick a stain on it. I don't think it's going to stand for much after this week. I really don't. I don't think it will stand for much at all.
For those of you who jump over into the official Helldivers Discord, you see an alerts channel when one of us posts.
Yeah.
And just kind of jumping forward to the present and the program, it's now swelled in numbers as all sorts of new recruits were added in, with the initial aim of this program being to aid the studio in making the game better through direct feedback, suggestions, testing, that sort of thing. And overall, it was a really cool concept. Which brings us up to yesterday, when the wheels basically fell off this wagon, when I posted this video talking about how posts from the developers that included the phrase engine updates or upgrades.
Great video, by the way. It actually was a really good watch, to be fair. He had a lot of solid points in it.
Which, honestly. Anyways, how those little snippets from the devs were being turned into full-blown Helldivers 2 is getting a full engine upgrade and overhaul speculation post. I mean, you get the idea here. Now, during that video, I read through part of a Fandom Wire article where the author was talking about how this engine update topic was turning into crazy video thumbnails. And so
this was the biggest takeaway from it. Remember, he's reading an article and the author is the one that said it. I've never noticed that little icon in the bottom corner.
I searched the exact term that article mentioned, and it came up with 2 video suggestions and then a whole bunch of ads below that, and then some.
Let me just give you some context as to what that was. This is the video here from the day before. So this is what he was talking about. This is what essentially has done him dirty. I am baffled by it. Okay, but this is essentially what's done him.
Nothing. It's manufactured hype for algorithm engagement, plain and simple. And full stop here, by the way, I did check YouTube with that exact title description, which shows up here with the following results. Interesting. Anyways, moving on. Remember the...
That was it. That was it. How many seconds is that?
Exact title description, which shows up here with the following results. Interesting. Anyways, moving on. Remember...
7 seconds. 7 seconds of a screenshot. 7 seconds of a screenshot. Technically, based on the logic, me, Thick, Clay, Crazy Mr. Pips, we should all be gone because we're sharing the same screenshot. In theory, In theory. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out why. Doesn't take a fucking genius, okay? Doesn't take a genius. But apparently this was dubbed as harmful towards somebody else.
Some other irrelevant stuff. Now, I did not say any names. I didn't say anything snarky. I forget exactly what it was that I said, but it was brief. And
he didn't say anything. But you said
Love
nothing.
that you are covering this W Cloud mad respect, mate.
Thank you very much, Harry. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I just got to stick by my morals, man. I just got to stick by my morals. And Buzz made this video with the frame of mind of following what he believes in. So I think that I'd be doing him an injustice as a friend if I didn't do the same thing. Listen to this.
Anything snarky? I forget exactly what it was that I said, but
You want to know? You want to know what you said, Buzz? Do you want to know what you said? You want to know what you said, Buzz?
it shows up here with the following results. Interesting. Anyways, moving on.
Interesting. Anyways, moving on. Interesting. Anyways, moving on. Banned. Removed from the entire program. Gone. Finite. Yada. Bye. See you later. Peace out. Thanks for all of your free fucking advertisement. Wild.
It was brief, and it was definitely not said in malice. I don't actually.
Oh
beef
shit!
with it.
Sorry.
It was brief, and it was definitely not said in malice. I don't actually beef with anyone in the community, probably because I stick to a very small group, meaning I don't commune out there with the
Small group here. Hi. Hi.
full body of YouTube, and I've actually lived life with all YouTube recommendations disabled for years now. No lie, I know it's going to sound weird to you out there, coming from what you think of as a YouTuber, but when I log into YouTube, I see a blank screen. No recommendations, nothing.
Why does he have to explain this? Why does he have to explain? Dude, I'm livid because I just think like it's beyond baffling. Not only that, but it's damn insulting. It's so damn insulting. Like, in what planet do you think that you can censor creators' content? We don't work for anybody. We're not owned by anyone. We're not doing anything illegal. You can't arrest us for this. There's nothing negative inside of that clip. To remove him from the program was an ego move. We want you to remove a segment of your video. No. Oh, okay. Well, I thought that would be a lot easier. Can you please remove that video, that segment from your video? No. Okay. Well, we're not going to back down now. So you either take it out or you're out of the program. Fine. I'm out of the program. Awesome. Great move. Great move. Take that screenshot out that hurt nobody and insulted no one. Bearing in mind, for the last year, some creators have done nothing but give people shit repeatedly. Repeatedly. Some people have done things in a joking manner. We all saw the little debacle with Commissar Kai and Odo. That was funny. That was quite a funny one, to be fair. Fair play to the pair of them. They both get along really well, for the record. But like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. The one person to get booted out of the propaganda commanders is the most humble, the most honorable, the most respectful man in the damn group. And this is the one that you use to make an example of? Fucking crazy.
And by the way, just in case you did not know this fact as well, I have a full-time daily IRL job. YouTube is a hobby for me.
Yeah, Buzz don't need this.
Let's actually call it what it is. It's my passion.
Yeah.
I love the
doesn't need it.
grind. I love the craft and the experience of putting my ideas and voice out there and having conversations with people. And while we're at it, trying to enact some change. Sorry, I'm doing most of this video unscripted, so I know I just got off on a tangent there. Anyways, let's get back to the story. From yesterday's video, I apparently rattled a few cages, and I
Thornton's not a propaganda commander. You need to make sure you're getting your facts before we put in comments, chat.
was therefore asked to not remove my video, but a small clip of it, the offending clip, to which I politely refused. You see, in my mind, and let's call it in my conviction, I had done nothing wrong, and being asked to remove something that was not dishonest felt, well, dishonest, especially to myself. And I may not always have the same viewpoints as my viewers, and that's okay, but just so you know, one of my guiding principles is that I always try to remain truthful, at least to myself, to my beliefs, and then that shines through into my content, which then by extension is transferred to you, my viewers. So yeah, from there it became an either this or that will happen situation, and I politely...
That's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, you can hear that he's just so disappointed. He's not going to be upset. He'll bounce back off of it, obviously. He's got 350,000 subscribers. This guy can move to another game and be perfectly fine with it. He's not going to. He's still covering Helldivers. He's just not doing it under the roof of these guys. So
refused to alter the video, and so I've been removed from the program. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not throwing shade or hate at any party out there. I love Helldivers 2, and that's not going to change after today. I love the people I've met through the community, and again, that's not changing. The crew I met over in Stockholm that flew in from across the globe to attend are world-class dudes, all of them. But
I got a lot of love for Buzz, man. We all got really, really close throughout that trip. We all got really, really close throughout that trip. I'm super disappointed, man, because it just makes me question everything that I've believed in. It just makes me question everything. It's so difficult to comprehend. Used to watch Buzz for his ARC coverage. The dude's been around longer than the dinosaurs. Like, I love the guy. He's been around so fucking long. Some of you guys will know him from so many other games previously. He's got nearly 500,000 subscribers. You think he can't afford a fucking war bond? Like, the program wasn't about that. It wasn't about what we could take from it. It was never about that. It was a bunch of dudes that had the passion and had the thought process that we wanted to make a difference in a game scene that we absolutely adored. I just don't know what happened to this scene. I don't. I'm gobsmacked.
when I'm asked to alter content to fit a pattern I don't agree with, that's asking me to give up a part of me, and that's something I cannot do, no matter the outcome.
Never.
Call it old-fashioned, call it whatever, but that's me, and I can't change me.
Shouldn't have to, man.
Some of you may be saying it was good that I was removed. I can live with that sentiment. I'm not always the smoothest. I'm stubborn.
I can't. If you guys think this was a good decision, you need to see yourself out the door. I can't. I can't get along with that sentiment. I don't think it's okay at all. I think it's done.
But hey, at least I know who I am, and I've accepted that fact, right? That out of the way.
You hear the disappointment in his
is
voice,
what's
man.
next? Well, I'm not leaving the Helldivers content creation scene. I'm still going to upload my content, time allowing. I'm still going to call out the faults, and I'm still going to salute the W's, just now outside of the Propaganda Commander program. There's, of course, a bunch more that happened behind the scenes, which I cannot go into, but overall, that's the gist of it. The cost of what was asked of me was too high, and, you know, my removal is something I can live with. Now, before I sign off with this one, can I just ask that nobody takes this video's chat as a means to unload on whoever or whatever
Yeah, I
you
agree with
think is
this.
the responsible party. Let's just keep it cool, keep it chill.
Does this sound like the person that's got so much malice? Does this sound like the person who's out to just crush creators and be fucking awful? Does that sound? Is that what you guys are hearing? Is that what you hear there? A guy that's out for fucking like
Keep it
bonkers.
civil, and you know what I'm saying. Before I sign off, I did want to give a massive thanks to everyone that has been subbing to the channel. I mean, we've seen some explosive growth, now up to over 353,000 subscribers, and it's really cool to see it there because, to be honest with you, I went into YouTube content creation with zero expectations. I mean, none. So to see me lasting now 10 years on this uber grind of a platform, and it's still building momentum with my channel, it's just awesome. Also awesome are our paid channel members, for without your support, all of this would be a little bit harder. And until the next one, this is Lieutenant Buzz Lightbeer, signing off.
I'm baffled, man. I don't think I can understand it. Don't think I can understand it. It won't change anything for Buzz. He's his own force. Yeah, it will literally change nothing for Buzz. It will change nothing for Buzz. He'll be absolutely sound and will continue to be. But this is a massive L. Massive L. Odo made a comment. If we expect to fit a perfect mold and never critique anything, then the program is more on the nose than we thought. I expect Arrowhead, or whoever calls the shots on this, to lock in at least a little bit and re-add you back to the program. Otherwise, it just seems like they want nothing but yes men, and we've already seen them. That's where that's gotten them twice. This is bad timing, yeah. Bad timing, bro. Your community are already pissed with you. Crazy Mr. Pips. Takibo. I've watched the video in question. I really don't see why you crossed at any sort of line. There was no insult. There was no attack. Surely the content creators can't be possibly offended by this. You read the article, you search the keywords, you posted the screenshots of what came up. That's all. To top it off, to be banned without warning first, to be struck down on first strike seems extreme, especially when you once again take into consideration that there's nothing insulting or offensive in your content. Stand with you, Buzz, and if you need anything, feel free to reach out. This was an unwarranted ban. He holds a solid point. He holds a solid point. And we've heard from Thornton. We've heard from Thornton. I know it doesn't really stand for much, but we've heard from Thornton.
This is such avoidable drama. Mods wants revenge?
Sorry, chat, was just through Discord. This is such avoidable drama. Mods want revenge. Mods? What do you mean mods? What's it got to do with mods? Do you reckon he comments on it? He's uploaded 13 minutes ago.
Plus,
Does he comment on this at all? I kind of hope that he does, chat. I'd have a lot more respect for him. Does it make me worried? No. I was okay before I was a propaganda commander. I've been doing this a long time, man. I'll be okay afterwards. The only reason why I'm a propaganda commander is because we originally blew up before we joined them. I'm not worried at all. I don't care. I do this because I love it, man. I'd rather keep my morals. And dude, he's not said anything. They value your honesty. That's what they said to me at the beginning. What's Maplewood's stance on this? I know that he's messaged Buzz. That much I know for sure. Yeah, I'm struggling as well, Pardo. I can't believe he's not made a comment on it. I'm genuinely baffled.
Go ahead.
How's my audio? My audio good?
No, you sound fine.
Everybody happy? All right, cool. Yeah. So Buzz.
I don't know. Bro, I'm fucking baffled, man. I'm baffled. The Salty Nerd podcast had a discussion on it as well.
If you guys watched his video like maybe a day or two ago,
Why hold your tongue? Isn't holding the tongue what they tried to tell Buzz to do? That is very, very true. But I also really want to have conversations with the powers that be before I make anything public statement wise. That's my 2 cents on it. You know what I mean? Where are we looking? Yeah, I wanna have those conversations first, chat. Because we even have a statement from Thornton, which I actually didn't expect at all. But he says here, I'm not in the content creators group. I fully endorse for Buzz to what he wants, or any other creator for that matter. Even if it's a negative endorsement of me, that's the whole point of free speech. I was not even aware Buzz was banned until his video came out. My video may have been shown in his video, but I have no issue with it whatsoever. Best thing I think he's ever said. Best thing I think he's ever said. You may dislike him. You may dislike him. But anyone who can publicly go into a Discord of hundreds of thousands of people and say, I don't care that Buzz said that about me, I'm okay with it. I fully endorse everything that he said. I chose to be a content creator. I put myself out there. There is a thing called free speech. I'm okay with it. Fair play to Thornton, bro. He may make bad content, but he didn't make a bad statement there. I've got more respect for him for that statement than anything else. Wild. It's the same free speech that lets him make his content without having a problem with him. That's exactly it, Brandon. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just baffled that we've not got statements coming from other places.
He was basically talking about how this rumor came about that the devs at Arrowhead were going to completely revamp the engine for Helldivers 2 from the ground up because of...
I don't know, Magmore. I don't know.
Around. And he was reading an article that was out there on the internet somewhere that mentioned a couple of videos that were talking about it.
Yeah.
And then when he said, hey, here's the videos that were mentioning it, and he showed just a screenshot of the thumbnails, and that's it.
Lord
I had
Beerus.
to leave a negative review on Steam. It's warranted. I have to go now. The Arrowhead police are at my door. Have a superb day to you and those in the chat.
Appreciate you, Beerus. Appreciate you very much, man. Thank you so fucking much for the 20. Thank you so much for the 20. Chat, can we get some W's in chat for Lord Beerers? Have a great day, my dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah. That's all he said. And he said, well, that's obviously not true. It's just clickbait. Don't worry about it. They're not going to freaking revamp the engine, yada, yada, yada. And then the rest of the video, he just moved on and did his normal thing. I'm assuming, I'm going to make a little bit of an assumption that somebody complained about this because of somebody inside the inner circle of the propaganda masters complained about it to Arrowhead's devs on Discord.
All presumptions, no facts here. They're just having a conversation. This is all what they're presuming.
Saying, hey, this guy's freaking, calling me out or something along that lines.
Yeah.
And the devs on, not the devs, but the moderators on Discord basically said, hey, can you take that section of your video, not the whole video, can you take the section of that video out? And he said, no, fuck you, pound rocks. And I'm not going to do that because it wasn't wrong. It wasn't a lie. It was nothing. It was just a freaking fact. And well, if you don't, then we're going to have to remove you from the propaganda program. And he was like, okay.
Yeah, just
go ahead.
Just trim that out of your video and re-up.
How do I feel about being a propaganda commander right now? Dirty, man. The problem is what they've done now is they've tainted it. They've tainted it. It's borderline pretty pointless being a propaganda commander now. I was speaking to some of the lads about it earlier, and I was saying, like, it's pretty much pointless now. It's pretty much pointless now because all that they've done is they've made it publicly widespread that for those people who are left in the propaganda commanders, some of you will be sellouts. Some of you will do exactly as you're told. I think by the end of the week or by the end of next week, I think it'll be pretty obvious. Be pretty obvious those people who are doing as they're told. And then we'll have another conversation. I think it'll all become really fucking obvious very soon, chat. Don't say that, Cloud. Hate to see you be let go, mate. Dude, I don't want to be let go, but I don't, Matt. I've got morals and I've got more respect for myself. I will never be told what content I will make. When I joined the propaganda commanders, I said right at the beginning, I don't want to be silenced and I won't just give a false narrative for the sake of being a part of that team. I refuse to do it. When it was just the opening 11 of us, I think it is, I refused to do it. I said, for as long as I can say whatever I want to say, I will continue to be in this program. The moment that is gone, I will go with it. 110%. So this whole thing with Buzz has just opened a ginormous can of worms to a bunch of creators that you guys have been watching over the last 24 hours who are absolutely disgusted and humiliated because they've essentially labeled us as fucking do-you-tolds. I'm not that guy. I'm really, really sorry. I'm not that guy. I won't do as I'm told. I'll do as I please, which is why I became a content creator, because I like to do as I like to do, which is why I joined a platform where that's allowed.
Why Dutch Butter not on Propaganda Commander? Because he don't give a shit or crap to H or moderator as always in podcast.
I don't know why Dutch isn't. I think it's probably to do with size more than anything, or the fact that they've got opinions. I don't know. I don't know. But Dutch Butters and Salty both deserve the placement, if you ask me. I think I wasted your YouTube video yesterday talking about being banned, but I don't know. It might have been another YouTube, but in the same group. I don't know what you're talking about. The fact that Buzz is a gentleman makes it even more bad for Arrowhead. Yeah, he fell on the sword.
We know how that's
yeah.
Yeah, that's super easy to do.
Super easy to do. You're right.
Yeah, which is, it's not.
Not at all.
Yeah, just trim.
That's a good point to add. So YouTube has an in-website editor. For those of you guys who don't know how YouTube works, once you upload a video, YouTube now has an in-software editor where you can go into that video and just trim parts of it out, but it is so fucking difficult to use that if you want to take out 10 seconds, you've got to spend easily half an hour to 45 minutes just altering that.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened. And
It does belittle the title, yeah. It means nothing anymore.
people are rightfully freaking out at freaking the moderate. I think, okay, personally, this is my 2 cents. I think it has more to say about the people in charge of the Discord than it does people in charge of the actual game.
I don't know who they're referring to as the moderators, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I don't know who they're referring to as moderators. Like, are you talking about the community managers? Are you talking about the support team? Are we talking about the sub company that works with them? Like, what are we talking about? Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing I don't know what they're saying
I don't
here.
think the people in charge of the game even have anything to do with that.
The most disheartening moment I had on the official Discord was when one of the head moderators just flat out admitted, look, the devs are never going to see this if you're putting troubleshooting here.
Right, yeah.
Which kind of defeated the whole purpose of, in my opinion, of having a troubleshooting channel, or just to be able to eloquently describe issues that the game is having, which I'd like to think that I've tried, but the only thing worse than getting called out is being ignored. So I left that shit show.
Yeah, Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear talking about the same stuff that I was talking about. He was the one that was taken out.
Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this? Man?
I'm really disappointed, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, these guys, they become their own meme. They've
preach it up, Dutch.
Right. They've the whole point. God damn it! The whole point of this game is to make fun of fascism and
He salutes. He salutes.
You know, it's just it's frustrating. I'll be honest with you, it's frustrating. And
yeah, dude.
For them to do this kind of nonsense, it makes me go to a place to where I'm seriously considering just putting the game away for a while. You know.
Dude, can you say it better yourself? Can you say it better yourself?
And I know I'm saying that while I'm playing it, but it's an easy forum for the four of us to get together and talk about this thing and play it, you know. But I'm in a weird...
I've lost all respect for the propaganda commanders. I think that's a little unfair, because I think right now we're the ones fighting for it now. I feel like that's a little unfair. I feel like there's a select few propaganda commanders that, but I feel like that's a really unfair statement.
Weird spot with the game right now because of this.
I got to head out now, but thank you for covering this and expressing your opinion. It's nice to know we agree. Cheers, Raz. I appreciate you, man.
Annoyed with the game over the lack of their ability to fix it and get things straight into where it needs to be. And for them to go and stick...
Yeah, this Pardo, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. They've fucked it now. They've screwed it up. No matter what they do, they're gonna look stupid. They can lay on that sword and they can die on that hill and be like, no, Buzz isn't coming back in. You look fucking dumb for kicking him out because of it. You bring him back and you apologize. You're still going to look stupid because you made a dumb decision. Nah, man, how do you guys not stand by Buzz and leave? You just let him get kicked. What kind of fuss have you guys put up? Okay, so this is where we'll disagree and fall out over that one, Cal. I've spent the last 24 hours sorting out things, organizing meetings, arranging for this, that, and the other, speaking to the other propaganda commanders, speaking over social media, trying to sort all of this sort of shit out to come up to a resolution. And I have publicly said that things either change or I am done here. I did okay before the propagandas commenced. I will do okay afterwards. We are all here supporting Buzz. Myself, Crazy Mr. Pips, Takibo,
Their foot 3 feet up their own asses with this basically censorship nonsense. God dang, it makes me just this makes me scratch my head, man.
What I'm shooting.
I can't play and talk at the same time, but it's just it's weird. It's really weird. And
I wonder if the silo can take out a
Stingray.
yeah.
Oh, hold on, Spartan. We're having a conversation here. So
No, go ahead.
yourself in your head. I think they've given the moderators of the Discord way too much power. And
way
these
too
people
much.
are they're obviously the freaking soft skulled, everything's offensive and half shaved head with blue hair. Like that's obviously the mentality of them. Anybody that goes in there and lightly criticizes Helldivers, they get immediately banned. Like that's the joke. That's the running. Joke that our Discord is the place where banned people go because so many people get banned from the official place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Calling down a support weapon.
So
It's really silly.
They're just feeding more and more into that, and it's kind of ridiculous. So I don't know. I'm glad that Buzz Lightyear stuck to his ground.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was like, no.
I understand what you're saying, Cal. I do. But things have to be done in a certain manner when different contracts and stuff are in play. I completely understand how you feel about it, but don't get it twisted. This is going to be a very interesting week indeed. Very interesting week indeed, and there's a lot
Arrowhead
happening. All right, so
to blame or a specific department
more.
in Arrowhead or the community managers?
Give us more than 12 hours to be able to sort stuff out. All right. I just want to ask if Arrowhead themselves is to blame a specific department in Arrowhead, community managers. I have no idea who it is that makes these decisions. That's what we're trying to figure out, and that's what we're trying to lay down now. We're not paid for this. We're not paid for this. And respectfully, Cal, it's really, really easily said when you're not in that position and it's literally got nothing to do with you. It doesn't, it's not as simple as it all lays out. Whether you like it or not, dealing with ginormous corporate conglomerates that are backing studios, there is no way that it is just easily done and dealt with in 12 hours time. I think that you need to give the rest of the propaganda commanders a bit of a break in terms of the fact that we're all publicly supporting him and trying to make sure that things are rectified. Nothing's going to be done in 12 hours. I run a business, Cloud. You run a business in the States. Everything runs differently. Everything runs differently. Everything runs differently, and no two contracts are ever the same. Doesn't work like that. That's not how it works at all.
Pound rocks. Because, I mean, honestly, dude, the guy, I think out of all of the... Ooh, I just got zapped. I think all of the freaking, like, big Helldivers 2 content creators, he might have the biggest channel. Am I...
Thornton will be on a submarine in the next video for sure. I think Thornton will cover this. I think he'll make a public statement by the looks of things. I've got a lot more respect for him for it, but I think you need to give us a bit of a break, to be fair. I do. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and it's never a basis of whatever you see on the internet is exactly what it is. Okay, Cal, I think you need to probably go and chill out somewhere, dude, because I'm not going to respond to the comments anymore. Buzz is banned,
right about that? It's 350,000.
Yeah,
One of the biggest,
it's fucking
one of the
shit.
biggest,
One of the biggest, yeah.
for Helldivers content, yeah.
So, like, really, in reality, Helldivers needs him way more than he needs Helldivers, because he could go talk about any game.
He's been doing this for 10 years. He'll just go play another game. And you know,
He'll just go talk to someone else.
but here's the thing about Buzz or Bez.
It's not that we're heated right now, Plim. It's just the problem is when it comes to the gaming community or just communities on the internet, they think that because they've watched a video, they know what's going on, and they think that they know the details, and they think that they know how you should be dealing with it. That's not what it is at all. You've maybe watched a couple of videos on the matter and you've already generated an opinion, and that is absolutely fine. Meanwhile, the people that are involved in it are actively trying to change the outcome and trying to change exactly what it is that's happening. So to be told exactly how I should be reacting when I'm the one that's having to handle the situation is very, very different. Very, very different. And I am not one of those guys that will ever be worked around and be told what to do, which is exactly what we're talking about in this situation with Buzz. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. We also have crazy Mr. Pips here. How are we doing, guys?
Buzz, yeah.
There's a lot of context
he's
missing.
got
There's
more
always
class
going to
in his
be.
Pinky than those moderators do, because he
Welcome
literally
the
said in
storm, my
his
boys.
video,
I was born in it. Yeah, Pips, 100%. 100%.
Please, guys.
You think that we're not taking shots for this? We're all doing it publicly. If you think that's going to go nowhere, you're delusional.
Just don't go out there and raise a big stink. Don't make a big ruckus. You know, I'm just going to do my thing, and I'm still going to cover Helldivers.
Take care, Cal.
And he just will do it from a non-propaganda commander position, you know, like everybody else, like the rest of us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I love seeing
so
the
I'm not sure
freaking...
too far
We're
how
loving
far
the
we
chat
should
for
take
Pips
this,
and
'cause
Buzz,
I don't
man. I
want
love
to
it.
Buzz mad that we're
No,
covering
I'm
this
not
stuff,
trying
you
to-
know.
I just think it's just one of those interesting
Oh,
moments.
bless him, man. Did you
in the
just
history
hear
of the
that?
Covering
I'm
this
not-
too far how far we should take this, because I don't want to make Buzz mad that we're
No,
covering
I'm
this
not
stuff, you
trying-
know.
I just
I fucking love these boys. I actually do love these boys to death. I actually do love these boys to death. These guys have got such high opinions and great morals. It's wild. It's wild.
think it's just one of those interesting moments in the history of the game, and it's like, is this really the direction they want to go? Like,
Right.
seriously?
It's true, yeah.
They're gonna start. Yeah. They're gonna start flipping out and removing their own fans from the community because of wrong thing. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even
And even let's just say I'll get to Spartan and Rizzler in a second. My last thought on this is, like, let's say Buzz was not as classy as he always is, and he
Salty, come on. Salty, come on.
actually was trying to start beef with another YouTuber. What does that have to do with freaking Arrowhead for them?
Exactly. Dudes. Oh, dudes. Man, I can't wrap my head around it. I cannot wrap my head around it.
Exact title description, which shows up here with the following results.
10 seconds. It was 10 seconds.
Interesting. Anyways, moving on.
It wasn't even
Remember
that.
the
It was
DS
8 seconds. 8 seconds. With this screenshot. This is in my video now. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Am I gone? Am I gone next? Is that how this plays? Because of this screenshot. What I don't understand is how anyone at the studio saw this and went, we need to speak to Buzz right now. We need to speak to him right now. Who saw this? Do you know what I mean? Who watched Buzz's video so intensively for 10 seconds at 5 minutes? 5 minutes and 11
which
seconds.
shows up here with the following results. Interesting.
And said, we need to contact Buzz. We need to stop this right now. What? How? How?
incredible synergy.
She has a name. So does this. Call it Vera.
This shotgun hits hard, has snappy aim, and reloads quick enough to put down whole hordes by itself. So why isn't it getting the respect it deserves? My name is Commissar Kai, and today, this particular weapon does not need medium penetration to be effective.
No!
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you alright? How did...
Larry! Larry, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh!
Okay, we'll have to agree.
Did he get taken? Did he get dropped? Did he get dropped? No.
I sense a disturbance in the Glorse, the glaze-diving force. A certain Commissar Kai is taking his role as a propaganda commander a little too seriously, and he's engaging in over-glazing activities, mostly in reference to the M98 shotgun, but also things that apply to the core of Helldivers 2.
Did he get dropped? No. Why? Because it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. Did any of these people get dropped? Did any of these people get dropped at all? Yeah, I'm crashing it because I'm pissed, bro. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Is it even public anymore? Nine months. They shouldn't be dropped. No, you're right. They shouldn't be dropped. That's not my point. My point of the matter is why is this warranted to get rid of Buzz? Why is this warranted to get rid of Buzz? Odo's still here. Commissar Kai's still here. Glitch Unlimited is still here. I can't even find the video. I can't even find the video. I had to do an entire apology video because Glitch publicly ruined me online. Like, the amount of drama that came from that before we went to Sweden was insane. What? All of these people are still here. I am crashing out because I'm over it, man. I'm over it. I think it's a joke. Where is that damn video? Dude, I upload a lot, man. You missed it? It's on the right side. Ah! Boom! Okay, Helldivers, we're back, and we have got quite a real video with you guys today, as we've got to talk about this upload that we put up earlier on this. Fucking hell, man, my setup's changed a lot, right? This morning. Now, inside of this video was a piece of information of a alleged stealth war bond, which was just not the truth. Obviously, at the time of uploading it, I was not aware that it was not the truth, although very quickly got brought to my attention later on in the day. But yeah, we can get rid of Buzz. Make this make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. Yeah, there is still no truth. Stealth warbond. Kind of funny. Glitch did the same thing. He blasted you for. Dude, it's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. I have to make a public video defending myself 8 months ago because I got called out publicly online. Like, it was humiliating, I may add.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Then we have another clip of
Emo
Kai.
Buzz being in the program makes him automatically way more trustworthy. I almost think that more PPL should leave on their own if it takes this little for AH to act like a bunch of snowflakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate that. Chat, can we get some W's? It's tainted the name. It's tainted the name. We can do this.
No, what's going on here? Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh.
We can do this. And we can do... By the way, I love all of these people. I love Odo. I love Commissar Kai. I do. And we can do this.
Too. Before we get started, M98 is...
We can do all of this. We can do all of this. We can do a video saying how each other are wrong. We can do all of this shit. You can go down that whole grouping. You can slap people on the video. You can call people out.
Anyways,
But if you put up this screenshot, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, valid fucking crash out, man. I'm waiting for my DM. Fucking bullshit. Pips, for the record, I did see your comment. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's bullshit, mate. I can't make it make sense. I can't. I'm literally seething. I'm fuming. Yo, Pips with a beard, low key, is a Wolverine lookalike. But we're all adults, man. We can all take this shit. Like, respectfully, and I'm gonna put this out blanket statement, okay? And I'm gonna say the same thing when I eventually, hopefully, get to speak to somebody within some fucking level of power. If you are going to be a content creator, you open yourself up to criticism. You open yourself up to bullshit. You open yourself up...
If being in the CC program means you can't call out other CCS or make fun of them, then I don't see the point of it.
I agree with you, Zinni, oddly. I actually do. I actually agree with that. I do. I'm over it, though. If you want to be a content creator, you open yourself up to criticism. I get death threats every month. I get bullshit comments telling me how much of a clickbaiter I am, how awful of a person I am, how I'm a shit content creator, how I'm an awful person, and how I don't deserve to breathe the same air as people. And that is a part of being a content creator. If this is a fucking screenshot, get over it. Get over it. people like me will never ever make it big time in this stream, in this industry. People like me will never make it really, really big in this industry because I'm not willing to nod and be like, yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags fucking full, sir. Bullshit, man. Buzz didn't deserve to be treated like that. He's a fully grown man. Fully grown man, and you've made him you've treated him like a child. Dude, yeah, man, I've been receiving death threats for a long time. It happens. It comes with the job, unfortunately. Chat, they are paying me, so I think Ragdoll is awesome and Rupture Strain are the best. Oh, pips. I'm just going to be honest about it. I just think it's one of those things. And people are asking me why I've not left. It's because my job's not done with it. I'm not just going to leave and leave all of the chats and take myself out of that inner circle until I've got the answers that I want. I've got more respect for my friend. I just have. You guys can view that however you want to view that, but I've got more respect for my friend to just bail out and not help him get the answers that he needs, because I think it's fucking disgusting. And if it's one thing I'm taking away from it, from my comment section and from the chat sections and stuff like that, is that majority of people think that that's exactly the case. So why the hell do they not believe it themselves? I think it's disgusting. Oh, you'd have to go back and watch it, Jim Punk. I don't want to get into that. It's not about me. All over a screenshot. Now I'm really intrigued because there's no way that Arrowhead saw this and went, we need to speak to Buzz and we can potentially kick him out if he doesn't take it. I don't believe it. I know the developers. I don't believe it for a second. Don't believe it for a second. Current weather warning, storm cloud. Fucking right. Don't believe it for a second. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, so I was preparing.
Dude, I can't stop watching this. I've watched it like 6 times. I just can't get over how disappointed he sounds. And I feel so fucking sorry for him. Stand by the commander comments. I love supporting y'all, and what I think is happening is absolutely wrong. I hope you'll figure it out. Yeah, no worries, Cal. Don't. It's not deep. I know things are heated. But you also know that I'm open to discussion. You know that I'm open to discussion. You know, do you know what I mean? You know me. Things may get heated, and then we'll wake up the next day. We'll do another live stream, and it's a new day. Yeah, I won't do the hate in the chat because otherwise we'll just end the stream. So can we stop the hate, please, for certain creators? I'm not here for it. And we'll have to start issuing timeouts if we can't listen to that one. Cloud, you should start your own group so no big corporate entity and control your opinion. That's not what the propaganda commanders is.
This is not the first time I acted like showflakes over one of the CCS hurting someone's fifis. Remember that time when Doe got booted from the Discord because he showed screenshots from the Discord?
Oh, I do remember that, actually. I actually do remember that. I actually do remember that. Thank you so much for the dono on that one as well, my man. I really appreciate you big time. W's in chat for Zinni. W's in chat for Zinni. I do remember that. Doe got kicked out for putting the screenshots on a video, didn't he? But yet we've been doing it for years. Cloud, his right. Please manage me. Oh, fuck's sake. Pips. Dude, I'm just here to bring awareness, not to bring hate. All right? That's not me. I'm here to bring awareness and to give my opinion on the matter because I got so many DMs on it that I just felt like we made it people aware of the situation via the video this morning. And my opinion is through the stream. It's just how I operate things. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you don't know business, Cal. I'm not. I'm saying you don't know the gaming industry, which is the truth. And a lot of people go into it thinking that they do know it and thinking that they understand how it works, but it doesn't work anything like standardized business. The gaming industry is like an anomaly and a black hole filled with loopholes, and just it's not a nice place to be in, even from a creator's perspective. I'm sure Pips will agree with me, and I'm sure that Buzz will agree with me. The gaming industry for a creator is such a toxic environment. It's just a lot. If you think the comment section is bad, then you've got no idea how bad it can be behind. Sometimes it's really, really difficult to manage. I'm really lucky, and I know that obviously Buzz and Pips both have their significant others, and their partners are incredible, a lot like I am. Where Louise will just sit there and listen to me, because sometimes like you just have to talk it out, because it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like, it's really cutthroat. If this doesn't show anything, it shows exactly how cutthroat the gaming industry is. It's so difficult sometimes that it's just a lot to take in. I don't think Sony even care about it. I don't think it's on their radar. What I don't get is the game currently in a bad state. Why would you kick Buzz over something so small? That's what I can't understand either. That's what I can't understand either. Can't wrap my head around it, chat. Can't. Tried to.
I know Buzz was being vague about why he got removed, but what exactly got him, quote, banned? Did Buzz accidentally show something in the video Arrowhead didn't want the public to see?
I know Buzz was being vague about why he got removed, but what exactly got him, quote, banned? Did Buzz accidentally show something? No, he didn't, no. No, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't get banned for leaking anything or anything like that. That's not what it was done for. I could probably do with one, to be honest,
Hey there,
Pardo.
long time vid walker, first time in the stream. This whole thing makes me want to think, no, what are they hiding?
Hey there, long time vid watcher, first time in the stream. This whole thing makes me want to think, what are they hiding? If they're hiding it from me as well. So I have no idea, but I just don't agree with what they've done. I really don't. I think it's awful. We'll play this one more time because I've got loads of people asking me what's happened. I'm just going to let it play out.
Helldivers video for today about the grunt style versus player power fantasy expectations we had at launch. I had slides, mostly prepared, clips from Johan talking about what Arrowhead's vision was for the game, and at least in my mind, this was going to be a banging video. And then I got banned. Well, mostly banned. So, of course, I had to table all of that concept and move over to this one. In case you want to help support the channel, the easiest way is to hit subscribe and to ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. And now let's dive into what just happened.
Can we just appreciate how fucking glorious his intros are, bro? Can we just appreciate that for a second? Because I love his music. The music on this is fucking... Oh.
Okay, as many of you know, maybe you don't know, I, along with a small group of Helldivers content creators, were invited over to Arrowhead's headquarters to celebrate the one-year anniversary of the game's quarters.
Am I here? Am I anywhere? There's Clay. There's Pips. I can see Maple. That's thick. I think I'm dying here somewhere because I was ill as shit. There's Super Earth Salute. Well, one of Super Earth Salute. Ray's not there, but...
To celebrate the one-year anniversary of the game.
Yo, you're a pretty boy, Pips. You're a pretty boy, baby.
Trip, although In February, Stockholm is downright freezing, especially for this Florida boy. Now, while there, we got to test out some new content, which you now have in the live game. We met many of the developers and staff over at Arrowhead, and even Craig Lee Thomas, aka John Helldiver, stopped by to welcome us. I also got to meet some crazy talented creators like Takibo, Commissar Kai, Thick Filet, Clay Aesthetics, Cloud Plays, Odo, Background Gaming, Maplewood, Crazy Mr. Pips, and a couple of the crew from Super Earth Salutes. And from there, we were all dubbed the Propaganda Commanders. And for those of you who jump over into the official Helldivers Discord, you see an alerts channel when one of us posts. And just kind of jumping forward to the present and the program, it's now swelled in numbers as all sorts of new recruits were added in, with the initial aim of this program being to aid the studio in making the game better through direct feedback, suggestions, testing, you know, that sort of thing. And overall, it was a really cool concept. Which brings us up to yesterday, when the wheels basically fell off this wagon, when I posted this video talking about how posts from the developers that included the phrase engine updates or upgrades, I forget which honestly, anyways, how those little snippets from the devs were being turned into full-blown Helldivers 2 is getting a full engine upgrade and overhaul speculation post. I mean, you get the idea here. Now, during that video, I read through part of a Fandom Wire article where the author was talking about how this engine update topic was turning into crazy video thumbnails. And so I searched the exact term that article mentioned, and it came up with 2 video suggestions and then a whole bunch of ads below that, and then some other irrelevant stuff. Now, I did not say any names. I didn't say anything snarky. I forget exactly what it was that I said, but it was brief and...
What you said was, interesting. Moving on.
It was definitely not said in malice. I don't actually beef with anyone in the community, probably because I stick to a very small group, meaning I don't commune out there with the full body of YouTube, and I've actually lived life with all YouTube recommendations disabled for years now. No lie, I know it's going to sound weird to you out there, coming from what you think of as a YouTuber, but when I log into YouTube, I see a blank screen. No recommendations, nothing. And by the way, just in case you did not know this fact as well, I have a full-time daily IRL job. YouTube is a hobby for me. Hell, let's actually call it what it is. It's my passion. I love the grind. I love the craft and the experience of putting my ideas and voice out there and having conversations with people. And while we're at it, trying to enact some change. Sorry, I'm doing most of this video unscripted, so I know I just got off on a tangent there. Anyways, let's get back to the story. From yesterday's video, I apparently rattled a few cages, and I was therefore asked to not remove my video, but a small clip of it, the offending clip, to which I politely refused. You see, in my mind, and let's call it in my conviction, I had done nothing wrong, and being asked to remove something that was not dishonest felt, well, dishonest, especially to myself. And I may not always have the same viewpoints as my viewers, and that's okay, but just so you know, one of my guiding principles is that I always try to remain truthful, at least to myself, to my beliefs, and then that shines through into my content, which then by extension is transferred to you, my viewers. So yeah, from there it became an either this or that will happen situation, and I politely refused to alter the video, and so I've been removed from the program. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not throwing shade or hate at any party out there. I love Helldivers 2, and that's not going to change after today. I love the people I've met through the community, and again, that's not changing. The crew I met over in Stockholm that flew in from across the globe to attend are world-class dudes, all of them. But when I'm asked to alter content to fit a pattern I don't agree with, that's asking me to give up a part of me, and that's something I cannot do, no matter the outcome. Call it old-fashioned, call it whatever, but that's me, and I can't change me. And some of you may be saying,
it just sounds so disappointed, man. It's so hard to watch.
I'm not always the smoothest. I'm stubborn, but hey, at least I know who I am, and I've accepted that fact, right? That out of the way, the question is, what's next? Well, I'm not leaving the Helldivers content creation scene. I'm still going to upload my content, time allowing. I'm still going to call out the faults, and I'm still going to salute the W's, just now outside of the Propaganda Commander program. There's, of course, a bunch more that happened behind the scenes, which I cannot go into, but overall, that's the gist of it. The cost of what was asked of me was too high, and, you know, my removal is something I can live with. Now, before I sign off with this one, can I just ask that nobody takes this video's chat as a means to unload on whoever or whatever you think is the responsible party. Let's just keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it civil, and you know what I'm saying. Before I sign off, I did want to give a massive thanks to everyone that has been subbing to the channel. I mean, we've seen some explosive growth, now up to over 353,000 subscribers, and it's really cool to see it there because, to be honest with you, I went into YouTube content creation with zero expectations. I mean, none. So to see me lasting now 10 years on this uber grind of a platform, and it's still building momentum with my channel, it's just awesome. Also awesome are our paid channel members, for without your support, all of this would be a little bit harder. And until the next one, this is Lieutenant Buzz Lightbeer.
I can't wrap my head around it. I know that Buzz says that he's okay with not being a part of it. I'm not.
Should Buzz be let back in and receive an official apology from in your opinion? And if he doesn't, do you think more CCS will leave?
Yeah, and yeah. If you want my blanket answer to that one, yeah, I do think he deserves an apology because it's ridiculous. I do think he deserves to be let back in. And do I think that more CCs will leave if he's not? Yeah, I do. I do. And I think that it will shine a light on the people that don't. It does set a shitty tone for the rest of us, man, yeah? Yeah, Sons, you are right. It sets a really shitty tone for the rest of us. But I know the boys. I know the boys really well. Over this last year, we've borderline become a family. Borderline brothers in arms. Like, we are really, really close. And I think that this next week will be a very interesting one to watch from the outside in. Yo, no worries, Tech Rich. I appreciate you being here, man. I really do. I'm glad that your knee's doing better as well. Asphalt, yeah, I know. I don't think they're confused. I don't think they're confused. I think that they're probably going, oh, fuck. Bro, if needed, I'm going to leave as fast as my dad left me. Yo, Pips, preach it, brother. The no dad gang. Let's go, man. Let's go. He is hurt, yeah. He's bound to be hurt. It's his passion project. It's what... He doesn't do this for a living. He does it because he loves it. Does it because he loves it. And he has a passion for it. And... yeah, it's really poorly timed. I think the timing on this was atrocious. Can I give link to his channel? Of course I can. Any day of the week. It'd be really funny if all the CCs that got invited to Sweden leave together. It would be. It would be. I feel sorry for the new joiners, to be fair, man. I think I saw DJ chats and stuff like that in here throughout this stream. I feel sorry for them. I really do. I feel sorry for them because they've joined in. thinking that this is going to be something beautiful. If they joined it at the beginning of the year, they'd have got exactly what it was that they were hoping for. But joining now, it's more corpo and bullshit.
So let me get this straight. From what I've gathered so far, we are banning people from community groups for criticizing and or basically calling people out. That's what I understand from all of this.
No. No. No, that's not what's happened. That's not what's happened, because he hasn't called anybody out. He hasn't criticized anyone. He actually made no physical statement on anything at all other than the words, "Oh, interesting." DJ, I love that.
Was it server info, or didn't like his opinion?
Opinion, pretty much. He got removed for his opinion, pretty much. And it wasn't even his opinion. It was the opinion of the person who wrote the article. Pips, I don't think, jokes aside, they thought this through at all. Like, at all. They get around 50 to 100 million views off of our OG channels when it's new content month. Yeah. Yeah. I've got nothing more to say on it, man. I've got nothing more to say on it. I'm just disappointed. He didn't even do that. The worst part of it is that people have done that downpour and they're still in the program. People have done that and they're still in the program. Whether I like them or not is irrelevant, because there are people in the program that I like that have done it and they're still there. The problem isn't that they're removing people for me. For me, the problem is that they're not removing some people whilst trying to make an example out of the worst kind. Rich, I'm not saying anything on the matter, but he's been doing that for a lot longer than now. Pretty shitty double standards. It makes no sense. Well, yeah, if you want to consider her interesting criticizing, then yeah, that's pretty big reach. But even banning someone over an opinion is wild work. Yeah, in today's day and age, it really, really is. I think that this has been happening in the gaming industry for a very, very long time. And I think that I can speak for most of the propaganda commanders when I say that the beauty of what we found with Arrowhead was that they were against the curve at the beginning. They were against the curve. The shit that we're seeing now happens in so many other games. So many other games, you've absolutely got no idea. This happens left, right, and center. But because the Helldivers community is such a tight-knit community and we're all really close, and even the creators, we get into calls, we have conversations, we talk about things. We're all like a really tight-knit community, whether it's community to community or community to creator or creator to creator. We're all really, really close. And where they're finding the issue here is that they've just done exactly what everyone else does. We just won't take it. Because he literally didn't say anything. Literally didn't say anything.
When the CC program started, I instantly became distrustful of M because I knew that all would see it to influence the CCS on what they can and can't say. Now thankfully Buzz has principles and stands by them, but it's good to see that I was right.
Can I get some massive, massive W's in the chat right now for that dono? That dono is fucking huge. But it wasn't like that at the beginning, Zinni. It wasn't. I don't think there'd have been room for us to get so close. There wouldn't have been room for us to get so close. I distinctly remember way back in the day, Odo did a tier list video of YouTubers and slated me and a few others into the ground, man. And then we went to Sweden and me and Odo sat down with a drink. We had a chat. in the Arrowhead Studios. He's a lovely guy. He's like probably one of my favorite people in the community. Outside of Pips and Buzz, I'd say that Odo is probably one of my favorite people in the creator team. Like I absolutely love him. Absolutely love him. He's such a good guy. He's just very misunderstood because of the way that he edits his videos. And that would have never been possible without the creator program. So for me personally, that's how I look at it. It was great at the beginning, just went south. Before this, never said anything about any videos or any opinions. I bashed the shit out of the game. They never said anything. That's exactly it, Pips. I've got so many videos doing the
Who
same thing.
Who started the CC program, though? Does the blame fall on Arrowhead or a community manager? I don't have all the details because it is a private matter.
I'm not sure they're things that I can talk about personally. I don't know where the line is with it, but who created the program is irrelevant. It's whoever's making the decisions now that are completely out of their fucking mind. Right, chat. Okay, my mods are having to work overtime because the comments are getting a little bit wild. So can we just chill it out? If you guys have got any questions on anything, then I'm happy to answer them. But can we keep it respectful, please? There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes, Ready Player. It's just things that we can't talk about. Where's my Discord? Without being negative or hateful, should we support Buzz in the HD Discord? We should make a movement for our boy. I don't believe that that's going to help anyone. I don't. Personally. Scourge, preach it, bro. Preach it.
All this over a bloody game. It's daft.
It's wild. It's wild. There was loads of content I wanted to get sorted as well. There was another video I wanted to do for tonight. I just don't know whether to do it or not. Fuck. Mako.
Thank you. Pips and others did the right thing shining a light on this.
Chat, can we get some huge W's in chat for Mako, man? That's wild. That's fucking wild. It's just having the right morals, man. It's just having the right morals. And I think that situations like this really show you guys who have got the morals to stand up. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's just the truth. I think this next week is going to shine a very big light on some very big problems. Some problems that have been there for a very long time that I think that maybe a lot of people haven't seen. So, floodlights being pointed around now. Yeah, I'm proud of Buzz. Only one of them, Tristan. Only one of them. I probably will be having that conversation shortly, Brandon. Yeah, I don't want it posted. Yeah, the thumbnail is crazy. Yeah, Cal, you're fine, mate, honestly. Yeah, I've not taken anything to heart. You're all good. Don't worry. I've not taken anything to heart. You're all good.
Can I just say it's pretty funny and or ironic that a group called Propaganda Commanders bans someone over having a different opinion from them. LMAO.
Yeah, fair. 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 Yeah, fair. Yeah. That's fair. I didn't think about it like that. No, of course I don't hate you, Cal. I don't hate you. I couldn't hate you, man. You're an opinionated motherfucker, but that's what makes you beautiful. This chat is open to the opinions, okay? It's open to the debates. It's open to that sort. I just don't want hate. That's it. I just don't want hate. I'm open for the opinions. I'm open for the debate. I'm open for all of that sort of shit. This is a safe space, man. I just don't want hate. Right, chat. I'm going to leave it there. Just know that Buzz has my full support, and we are going to do whatever we can to look after him. Yo, Psych Gary, what's good, bro? I didn't see you in there. Of course I love you, man. I love your content, dude. I love your content. I love your content. Yeah, I know you do, Cal. I know. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there, chat. We're gonna leave it there. I might have another video upload unrelated to the topic later on tonight. We'll have to wait and see. But I've got a lot to crack on with. So we're gonna go and get on with that. Just if you want to stay tuned to the channel, we'll keep you updated with everything that I can keep you updated with, as and when things do or don't happen, or if or what, and it neither here nor there. We'll keep you up to date with everything that we possibly can. I'm gonna put the link to Buzz's channel in the chat. Go and show him some love. I think that, as horrible as it sounds, and as probably as patronizing as it sounds, I think that he could do with the support. I think he's a very proud man. He's a very, very proud man. But he's clearly disappointed, man. You heard that in his voice. I'm gutted for him. And I don't think he should ever be labeled as something that he's not. So if you want to go over to his channel and go and show him some love, go and show him some support, just let him know that Cloud sent you, and flood his comment section with just really nice shit. Let's just make his day a little bit brighter, chat. Thanks again for watching. We're going to be leaving it there. I will catch you guys later on, potentially for another video or a new video coming up over the weekend. But I might take a couple of days out. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Make sure to go and show love and spread joy. Do what you guys do best. But as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds. Appreciate you, chat.